Yeah, sorry about the loss. Sorry my teammates are ass! We did play fairly well in the tournament, though. We didn't really improve our draft stock all that much. It's a little bit more precise now. We started the tournament 6th to 10th. Now we're 5th or 6th, so it will be an improvement over what we had pre-college. By the way, is there a specific team you were hoping will draft you this time? We will let fate decide on that front. Which probably means we're going to be a White Sox for the 2nd straight year, but I guess we'll see. Well, here we go. Here's our future.
With the 10th pick of the 5th round, the Pittsburgh Pirates select the right fielder from the Central Region.
Ass. The Pittsburgh Pirates. I mean, I guess this is a team on the rise. It could be a lot worse. You know what? It really could be a lot worse. So we'll be excited. Cool draft stage presentation for us.
Okay, so another college player taken off the board here in the early rounds of this draft. It's another player who was drafted out of high school, went to school, had a strong but not outstanding college career, Harold. What do you think of this young man? Because he didn't put up any staggering college stats, but scouts clearly have liked him for a while.
Well, they've liked him, and this is where the metrics have helped him. You know, statistically, not all there, but when you see him on the field and you see him go through the combine-type workouts, you see the potential of being an impact player. Not everybody's a #1 pick that ends up being a big-time player in the big league.
So maybe in the minor leagues, he can get with one instructor, one coach, who can unlock that talent that we've been waiting to see.
That's what you're dreaming on, and that's why you draft him and hoping you can develop it.
Look, he bet on himself out of high school, went to college, and it clearly paid off.
Well, our first professional interview. Pittsburgh Pirates just selected you in the 5th round of this year's draft. How are we feeling? Living the dream. We're going to embrace Pittsburgh here. 3 years ago, you were selected in the 10th round. Why do you think you were drafted so much earlier this time around? Oh, it's my coaches at Cal State Fullerton. Shout out to the Titans. Well, we look forward to seeing you take the field as the newest member of the Pirates organization. Congrats and good luck. The Pittsburgh Pirates organization, the Altoona Curve, and I'm not really sure what the other one is. I'm sure we'll find out in due time, assuming we stick around here in Pittsburgh. We get 5 tokens for being drafted, so that's good. Helps the upgrades. And we have a meeting. Robbie Cloven, the manager of the Altoona Curve. There's that shirt again. Welcome to Altoona. Made it to pro ball. Ready to put in some serious work? Yeah, can't wait. Ready to get my first paycheck so I can afford a better shirt. Glad to hear it. In the minors, you get what you put in. Everybody has to prove themselves down here, especially those who weren't first rounders. Yeah, well. Some of us aren't that lucky. Some of us aren't that blessed by the baseball gods. It's hard not to start dreaming about life in the big leagues, but remember to be where your feet are. Who are you, Gus Johnson? Focus on getting better every day, doing what you can to make this team as good as it can be. That's how you will move up the ladder. Thanks. Thanks, Robbie. Excited to see what you've got. Me too! And Stephanie's back. Hope you're getting settled into life in Altoona. I'm excited for you to get your pro career started. Just wanted to fill you in on a big perk of being one of my clients. Every so often, I'll be sending you packages with equipment that you can use on the field to help you look great, and most importantly, play your best. It's all yours to keep and use however you want. Nice! When's it coming? Right now, I like gear. Just had my assistant mail off your first package, so that should be arriving to your team's clubhouse in a couple days. Sorry I wasn't able to get it to you before your first game of the season, but hopefully it'll be worth the wait. Keep an eye out for the delivery notification so you know when it arrives, and enjoy.
A tremendous achievement for this prospect in the lineup to make his professional debut in this one. Always a special moment to witness. It's the Chesapeake Bay Sox and the Altoona Curve. The crowd is excited and ready to get this season underway, and so are we. We'll be back to kick things off in just a minute. Special moment now as he steps up.
So we make our debut in these. Our professional debut. Not, by the way, against the Bowie Bay Sox. Apparently they've moved. First major league pitch, timed well, double play.
And that'll do it for the inning. End of one, and we're still scoreless.
The Chesapeake Bay Sox. Well, the good news, if we struggle here, is, at the very least,
0 for 1 so far.
we are not going to get sent down. 0 for 1 to start our career. Put a good swing on that first pitch that we saw, but this didn't matter. Hey, we start in the top 100 prospects at number 100.
The 0-1 offering.
On the ground again.
Wagner.
Okay.
Throw to first in time.
Good to see that those power increases are helping us out early.
1 out and 2 on.
0 for 2, 2 ground outs. Scoreless game as we play here in the bottom of the 6th. 2 on, 1 out. Fouled off. Get out of play. It's tough to have long at bats here in Double-A, if I remember correctly, just because pitchers aren't as good as you'll see later on.
Good job to let the low one go there. The curve with the go-ahead run.
We also don't have the minor league helmet on. That's interesting. It used to force you to have that.
And that's outside. Advantage to the hitter right now. He's got runners on and a friendly count, so he should be aggressive on this next pitch.
Oh, are you serious? Okay. Umpire's not our friend here early. Full count.
Misses outside.
I don't really think they have any intention of really trying to pitch to us here.
And now the full count offering.
Oh.
Got the K. 2 gone now.
Went with the 2-seam, dude. Ground outs, strikeouts, nothing good. We're in the field now.
Madness? Are you stuck in the weeds? Then you need to call Hack and Slash Landscaping.
What, we have an ad mid-game.
Right,
not going to be able to catch up to that, and it hops over our head. Stays in play. Throw to the cutoff man, but we weren't going to be able to make a play anyway.
That's the first run of the game. Nothing pretty right there, but he'll take it for sure. A little bit of a dying.
Do all minor league helmets have ads now? They all have the Strauss ad?
Base hits like that are beyond frustrating for the pitcher. And a gift from
I feel like I vaguely remember that when they announced it the first time. Oh, we do have 2 helmet flaps, though. I don't know if that's forced or just an oversight on my part. 1-0 Bay Sox.
The right field stands in now. Looks at that one inside.
Certainly got to get our bat in order.
Ground ball
Gonna
left
foul,
side.
2-seamer,
Down the line,
93.
and it's foul.
Not ideal. Jesus Christ. I thought I waited back on that one more. Fouled that one off even farther to the left. 1-2. I just suck.
Game in the bottom of the 9th.
Missed with a fastball. 94.
Good discipline. He
2-2.
did well to lay off that one down and away.
Still looking for our first professional hit. And that ain't going to be it either. 3 ground outs, a strikeout, a pretty lackluster professional debut. Uh-oh. Well, a chance here. Let's see if I can get the button right.
Makes the grab on a leaping play at the wall. Great job of going back right away. Had a perfect angle at the end, and the leaping catch robs the home run. and the dugout's fired up. Nobody on and 2 outs.
All right, so not only are the balls slicing unrealistically, we just made that play through the wall. The ball went through the wall, and so did we. Good. Good. All one here. 0 for 4 with a strikeout in our Double-A debut. And now 2-0. In the air, left center field, hit pretty well. We just don't have that power yet. We can hit a ball to the gap, can't get it over anyone's head out there. The 49 power life is rough. Might have to invest in some diamond equipment. I do have some stubs early on. Well, that was an ugly swing. That's just being stupid.
Whips it to first. That's the second out.
Rocking an offer to start our professional career. I'm sure it has nothing to do with the uniforms.
Then call the fine folks at Thad's Theremin Therapy and book a complimentary trial session.
Trying to catch this on the run. Can't get there. Off the wall. That'll be a double as it is 6. Oh, no. Going 3. Got him at third base, but Bay Sox all over us right now. 6-0.
Be happy with the leadoff double. Getting from around at third just erases the opportunity for you and your teammates.
Well, here we go. 7-0.
The right fielder getting ready to hit.
Let's have an AB, or at least try.
There's a strike.
It's tough to do when you're seeing a lot of pitches like this. We just don't have the contact, the power, the timing to do much of anything with them right now.
Here's the 0-1 pitch.
Watch that one go low. On the edge, tough pitch.
First, one away.
It's pitch number 60, nice, so what you gonna do? In the air, left center field. That one sounded good. Warning track shot.
Hauls it in for the out.
Finally have a smidge of power, but it's still not enough. Flags ain't moving at all.
2 outs, runner
10-1.
Coming up to the dish for Chesapeake, Noelberth Romero.
You know, I never got into Ted Lasso. I always thought that I'd like it, but no. All right, well, good to see that slices do work correctly here in Pro Ball.
2 away here, nobody on.
We're able to make the play there on that. Down by 9.
That misses, and it's 1-0. 1-0.
Ground ball.
Third base.
Oh, yeah.
Plenty of time ends the inning. This one is pretty well in hand.
We blow, don't we?
Coming up.
I think we blow.
Out in front, 10-1.
Although probably starting on Hall of Fame was a bit of a mistake.
First to tell you he's capable of better.
We're used to the confidence that we had in Mudcats franchise. Starting on this difficulty, we might stink for a while.
The right fielder, number 13, fresh off his first professional hit, a moment he'll never forget. With that first knock under his belt, he'll look to build on that success today. It's the Altoona Curve and the Akron Rubber Ducks. Festivities are wrapping up. The home opener is up next. The plate, the right fielder.
Professional game 3. Still looking for that first professional hit. Levi Wells, the pitcher for Chesapeake.
First pitch, not close. Wells, 23 years old.
You know, it's the bat. It's got to be the bat.
4th round in 2023.
Down the line, foul ball. Ah. Can't have anything go right for us.
Strike, here's the pitch.
2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Having to grind out your first professional hit. 3-1. We haven't even gotten on base
Two
yet.
straight breaking pitches away that he's thrown. He seems to be avoiding challenging this hitter.
Well,
3-1, couldn't come up with
take that on base for the first time
can be a real
with the
win
Altoona
for
curve.
offense. The runner gets to take a big secondary lead, so a well-placed
Derek
ball into
Hall.
the outfield has a
We're
better
also
chance
not
of
quick,
scoring a
only
run.
43 speed, so that's a problem. Okay, good block.
In the dirt, but
I'm
blocked.
trying to figure
Runner
out
stays
this
put,
base
count
running
goes to 1
deal.
and 2.
Trying to play the hand we're dealt here, but not a big fan of it.
Caught him looking for the strikeout. Through an inning, no score.
So,
here on the
what
show.
you're saying is Altoona might be ass. This
Runner at
team might
first,
be
nobody
really
out.
bad.
Number 13.
111 OPS, zeros in the batting average. Ground ball.
What
to
a great play. The throw to second
I
down.
can't stop doing it.
Double play.
I
Nicely
can't
done.
stop.
That play looked smooth and
Now
simple, but
batting,
it's anything
first
but.
baseman,
Credit to them
Derek.
for an outstanding double play.
Ball.
This broadcast
Leading
is
off.
We ain't getting called
sponsored
up
by
anytime soon.
ARRRRGGG,
Green,
helping small businesses do
Willow.
big things through science.
Uh-oh. All right. Well, another chance to catch a ball through the wall. No! Off the top of the wall and gone. Big fella, number
A
12.
solo blast.
Creed Williams.
Second home run of the
Willems?
game. And now they're out.
That dude's a
front.
tank.
It's now 2-1. Blasted out of the park for the lead, and I am certain the dugout is
Sheesh.
fired up right now. That one was almost robbed out there in right field. The batter can feel good about
Yeah,
the round trip.
line that one up well.
Looking at the right fielder, he's replaying that
batting,
one
number
mentally,
13.
wondering if he could have brought it back.
0 for 1.
One out and the bases are empty. And now the right fielder. And that's off the inside edge. 1-0.
Eventually, something will go our way. Oh, my
Swing and
God.
miss. Nice changeup. The base
I
off.
missed
Ahead
that.
by 5. Here in the bottom of the 6th.
In the
He
air to
hits a fly
center.
to center. Bradfield.
Ah.
Now batting, first baseman, Derek.
Nobody on with one out.
The stream ends when we get a hit. Not really, but
Swings
Down the
and
line.
flares it. That gets down for a hit. Makes the turn, heads for second base. The throw
I don't
in.
think that's gonna be in time now.
Not gonna get him. He's in there.
Oh
This is
yeah,
a ridiculous
dude.
game he's having.
Creed, go away.
Four hits, and all 4 have been for
Romero.
extra bases. Not the hardest line drive you'll ever see, but a hit is a hit. I'm sure he'd have preferred to square it up better. but he'll
Altoona
take the
just
knock
getting
anyway.
pounded here in this series.
Swing,
Down the
high
line.
fly, down the
Apparently
right
we
field line.
might have a play
The
at
right fielder drifts
this.
towards it.
Got it.
Reaches over the wall and got it.
Didn't do much outside of get to
Time
that spot,
stretch.
but
The Bay Sox lead it 6-1.
5-run deficit at the stretch.
2 gone and the Bay Sox
Oh
are
yeah,
ready.
just what we
Taking
need. A
over the plate
dynamic
for the
challenge.
Number 13.
Bases juiced. It'd be a good time for our first professional hit. Get a hit of any sort. It's Trace Bright, new pitcher for the Bay Sox.
That's a great approach with the bases loaded. He did well to get a strike and get ahead
Four-pitch
in the
pitcher.
count.
Decent fastball.
That's a
Ooh.
ball. One ball,
Tough
one
take.
strike.
Lucky to not be down 0-2. 2-1.
Lots
They
of
can bring
pressure
us
on the
something.
hitter in this moment. The best find a way to steal themselves.
Probably
and
about to
stay
see a
focused.
nasty curve. Not a nasty curve. There it is.
1 run is in.
First professional hit will drive in 2
It's
runs.
offline and the run scores.
Kinda gets
Only
Altoona
down
back
2
in
now.
this
It's
game.
6-4.
First
He can
double-A
check first
hit.
double-A
Not an
hit
impressive
off his
one, but
to-do list. That's
2
gotta
RBIs
feel
as
good.
well. Just left that curveball up a little bit too much. Didn't throw it as well as I certainly thought it was going to be.
So 2 on and 2 out. And now Derek Hall.
Now Derek Hall. And we can't get doubled off here.
Rip to third. Play made. That ends
And the inning.
3 runs, 3 hits.
Okay. All right.
And now
Oh,
right
Jesus,
fielder,
another one?
A chance to do some more damage here after driving in a pair the last time up.
Well, now that we got that first hit out of the way, advance the runners. RBI base hit. That's what we're going for here. Nathan Webb on the mound for Chesapeake. Oh, 1 all the way to the backstop. However, backstop not that far away from home plate, so nobody moves anywhere. Got our average up to a whole 091.
And the tying runs at the plate.
2-0.
Ball 2. 2-0.
Do they walk us? By the way, Altoona has a lot of confidence in us for some reason, putting us in the 3 spot already. 3-0.
Misses. Ball 3. Tough spot for him on the mound. He can't just lob it in there with a good hitter like this at the dish.
Well, we'll be
Tying
taken
run
here.
waits at the plate. Ball 4.
Good call.
Tying
4-pitch
runners
walk.
on base.
Working around
That
us.
was
We get on the
not
hit
pretty.
column, and all of a
4-pitch
sudden
walk.
they
The batter wasn't
don't
gonna
want
do
to pitch to
anything
us.
favors and swing at an obvious ball.
See what Derek Hall can do. He's got the same average we do.
On the
Not
ground,
much.
he should do it. De Los Santos steps on the bag.
Well,
Ball game.
I don't know if this first series is a
The
3-gamer or a
right fielder,
6-gamer,
number 13, with a
but,
special moment in this one, collecting his first hit
we
at
got
professional
killed
level.
if that's a
You can bet that he's
3-game
gonna be
series.
replaying that at back
7-4,
in
we
his
put up a
mind
little bit
tonight
more of a
when he goes
fight
to bed. Congrats
once
to
we
him.
finally got in the hit column, but overall, pretty shit. Solid 091 average entering play.
That one 95 miles an hour, but missed up top.
Oh, hey, we already went up the prospect
2
list,
outs,
up to number
bases empty.
98. Shit constantly changing.
Breaking
Oh, by the
ball.
way, we never mess with the cleats, I'm just now realizing.
And the count 1-2.
Didn't chase that curveball. Down and in. Seen a couple breaking pitches down and in from Ross Carver. And on the ground.
Handles.
I can't stop hitting ground balls right to
And
guys.
that'll wrap this inning up.
You know what? We didn't mention, or we didn't change the bat. We still have the show bat.
13. 0 for 1.
You deserve to suck with that thing.
And the curveball is down and in.
We have limited the strikeouts a little bit more than I would have thought, which is a plus. 2-0. I feel like we also have to throw the minor league helmet on. Doesn't feel right.
That one
3-0.
misses, now 3-0. We're here in the top half of the third. 2 down and nobody aboard. Out to short. There in plenty of time ends the inning.
You know, I get what I deserve there, to be honest.
To the bottom of the third. The curve.
Swinging 3-0, sucking like we do.
Is a proud sponsor of this broadcast.
Ay, ay, ay.
Chemical solutions to everyday problems. What kind of solutions? Don't
Line
worry about
drive,
it.
gonna
In the
be
air, right
close.
field, that gets down for a hit.
Jesus Christ. Maybe one day we'll start laying out for those a little bit more, but
That's not exactly a
we just got to get a little bit
textbook
better.
swing there, but he made it work. High pitch on a 2-strike count.
Back
and he
up.
did well to put the barrel on it.
0-77 to start the career.
Hey, your turn. Driving me. Clutch up, kid.
The right fielder batting with 1 down.
1 for
takes
$1 billion.
start. Smart to lay off that
I think
one.
the Pirates are
Most likely
regretting
outcome
using
would
that
have been a
5th round
double play
pick on
ball.
me at this rate.
Ball. 1 ball. 1 strike.
I know it's a small sample size, but they can't exactly be happy. Ooh.
A swing and a miss. He reached
Got
back
fooled
and
by
threw the
gas.
high heat by him. Batter didn't
Only
have much of a
94,
chance to
but-
catch up to that.
That was bad.
Hey, get your pitch up there. Ball.
2-2.
2-2.
Carver not
Runner
messing
at
around
first,
with a
one
runner on
away.
base. Coming out firing. Down low. We have to sit back, take our walks, so be it. And that one right center. It is not gonna drop. We get robbed.
On that catch,
Oh my God.
going full tilt. Good job to track the ball in the air and hang on for the out.
This is double A, man. Let that drop for me.
Bottom of the 7th.
Christ alive.
Third baseman, Diana.
But hey, it is bottom 7. 4-1 Altoona. Looking for our first win
Right field.
of the season.
That one down for a hit.
I don't know if I'm just taking bad routes to the ball or, you know, I'm trying to be a little bit
I don't think
conservative in the field just because we know we're not very good right now. Justin Lewis on for the Akron Rubber Ducks.
The right fielder in the box
Good
with
first
2
pitch
gone
slider.
and takes a look at a called strike.
About to throw his 20th pitch out of the pen.
Splits the middle. That's a strike. That's a
Two-seamer.
mistake, letting that
Fooled me.
fastball go down the pipe. He's got to recover quickly if he wants to get something out of this AB.
All right.
Next pitch misses. Ball 1.
Regain some control. Ooh,
Good eye.
just low.
What a take with 2 strikes.
Good changeup, but couldn't get it.
That one misses.
Seeing a lot of full counts, though. It leads me to believe we're doing the right thing. Trying not to be too aggressive. Down the line. Oh, my God!
To first.
Really?
That is a nice play to end the inning. Nothing across here this half. We head to the bottom of the 8th.
Ain't nothing going right.
4-1. Nobody on with 1 out. Coming up to the dish for Altoona, number 13.
11-1 Altoona.
Groundouts and a flyout in this
I
game.
have not helped out one bit.
Grounds it to short. And now,
Are there fucking magnets in the baseballs or what? I keep hitting it right to people.
The batter.
062. You gotta love that. Maybe we just start hitting for power, or at least try hitting for power or something, instead of hitting the ball on the ground, because these ground outs are not doing us any favors.
Really effective.
No.
Luis Frias
Is the runner at
trying to
first
pick
with 1
these
gone in
inside
the inning.
corners.
And 1 and 2.
96-mile-an-hour gas, a little bit out in front on it.
That
2 and
one
2.
missed.
Of course, the approach changes a bit with 2 strikes. Make contact of any sort.
Knocks that one away, and we'll
Foul.
do it again. The next pitch misses. Full count now.
So many 90-mile-an-hour sliders that I've seen already in this year's game. I've been sitting here playing Road to the Show for like 3 hours. It's been like 4 or 5 pitchers with 90-mile-an-hour sliders.
And ball
Missed it.
4.
Down. Take your base.
Once again, just got to do what the game is going to allow us to do. Why is our average 125 all of a sudden? Oh, it's not. It's Derek Hall's. Even Derek Hall is playing better than we are.
That's
All right, base hit. We
And they stop the
don't
runner at
try
third,
and
so
score.
Bases loaded with
All right.
1 away. There's that opposite field approach I was preaching, and that's something every evaluator
Shalene
watching this
Polanco.
game will love to
That
see.
is some facial
Not a
hair
lot
right
of
there,
minor leaguers
Shalene.
who are great at using the whole
286 average, though. Might be the only hitter on this team worth a damn.
field. Lifted down the left
Opposite
side.
field. We're just going to get back.
Makes the catch. Here comes the
Throw
runner from
home
third.
is a
They'll
little
score first.
wide.
It's 1-0.
Altoona on the
Some team
board.
First hitting for him there with the bases loaded.
Carter
I'm sure he would
Binns.
rather knocked an extra base hit or even a grand
You
slam,
can't
but
be
he didn't
good.
try to do too much.
I really shouldn't be
Would've been
saying
nice to
anything
be
given
up
what we're
first.
doing right now, but
And that one gets away
up
at the
the line.
plate. Two outs, runners at first and
Former
second.
11th round pick.
Hard
Down the
ground
line.
ball.
That
Base
is.
hit.
No, no, no. Oh, my Lord.
Runner at third puts on the brakes. Bases now loaded with 2 away.
You hit the
Nice
damn
cut there to push the ball
directional
the other way.
that
When you try to go back through
it
the
was
middle,
telling
can
you
get
to
a lot
go
of hits the other way,
before the
even if you're a bit
contact, and then the
behind on your
camera
strike.
switches, and all of a sudden that's different. I hate this base running.
2 away, and the bases are loaded. Next up, the designated hitter, Jace Bowen. Soft contact in the air. Nice
I really
grab.
feel like the base running controls
So
should
they
not
get one, but end up leaving the bases loaded.
change based off of what base you're on.
One out
That's
and a
really
runner at
strange to me.
second. Here's the left fielder, Joe Lampe.
Rumor has it the Mudcat Stadium's getting a roof. I don't know who told you that.
There to make the catch.
Try and make this throw.
The throw
I
to
don't
third.
know how well it's going to go for
He's
us.
safe
Not in
at
time.
third, the tying run just 90 feet away.
I don't know if it's really possible to... I know it's possible to make a roof for your stadium, but it's not exactly easy. Tie game here in the second.
In for a strike. It's 0-1. On a cold night like this, hitters are trying to get out in front so they don't get jammed. A pitcher can counter that by using the off-speed stuff more frequently.
Come on, please get down.
Line drive
Oh,
for a base
professional hit
for the
number
plate.
2.
The throw
And
home.
both of our hits are going to wind up
It's
being
on the line, the run
RBI
scores.
singles.
It's 2-1. Comes through
Anything to
clutch
start
with
trying
the
to
RBI
get out of
single.
this.
That was big. Nice compact bat path on that swing and a great
Don't
rip
need
to
air
center
conditioning.
field.
Playing
Liners like
baseball.
that one are a good way to raise the batting average.
Now batting.
2 outs and runners at first and second.
Derek.
And now,
The
Derek.
ball does not fly when it's 30 degrees. Derek Hall
It's a pop-up.
on the infield.
They limit the damage here. 1 run in the 2 away here, nobody on. Here's the center fielder, Jake Fox.
If you can't change the base running controls, I'm just going to have to get
Line
used to
drive.
them, but man,
Base
it's
hit, right field.
going to be quite difficult.
Around first and heading for second.
All right, we might have a chance to get him here.
But
Not
he's
quite.
in there easily. That's not exactly a textbook
Jake
decision
Fox
to swing
with a
there,
double.
but he made it work. High
Now
pitch
batting.
on a 2-strike
Number
count, and he
13.
did well to put the
All
barrel
right,
on
we're
it.
batting above
Runner at
100
first, 1 away.
for now.
Hey, drive him in for us. We need you.
A
A
rocket to
frozen
center, however.
rope, and there are 2 outs.
New way to throw to the base. Yeah, the meter throwing is different, although I've never
Consolidated cow insurance.
I've never
Your
used,
livestock success is
meter.
moving down. You need MCCI.
pushing buttons instead of analog stick. What? You've always been able to use buttons.
Hey, need you right here, kid. Drive something.
That's all I've ever used. Now, I don't use button accuracy. I've always let the player's attributes decide that. That one hit well, but we just don't have power. And it's
And a quick
putting
out
good
number
swings on balls. It's nothing's
That
going
was a
on.
really good swing. Lined out, but he
Now
was
batting.
very close to getting on as the go-ahead run. So 2 down. Stepping to the plate for
Oh, no,
Altoona,
that's been an
number
option.
13.
I don't know
1 for
about
3.
the specific one you're talking about, but you've been able to use the buttons for ever. I've always preferred it since, like, MVP baseball. That's why I always stuck with it.
Sliced
Foul
hard,
off.
but foul.
Haven't been very late here today. The Showtime throws? Oh, that's not new either. That was last year.
That one misses.
At least I think they,
Count, 1 and 2.
maybe 2 years
That's a
ago.
frustrating moment. That one didn't look terribly outside, but he's handling it well on the mound. Off
2
the
and
mark
2.
there. Ball 2. With the 2-seamer in there, that sets up the pitcher to throw him the slider away. That's a lot of territory he's got to cover at the plate.
Ah,
2 outs.
yeah, I
bases
don't
empty.
remember when they introduced that. I remember having to use it for the first time last year. Struggling with that. Ground
On the
ball to
ground
third.
Frias.
Hey.
Plenty of time. In
All right, we
So
need
they
to
scored 3
we need to
runs
get
in
through
the
this
inning and
series for
jumped
sure.
ahead late.
eat our struggles, get some goddamn equipment, and fucking do something, because 49 contact and power ain't it. Oh my goodness, another one down the line.
And that'll get down for a hit. He's put together a really excellent.
I should not be getting this frustrated in our first couple series of our professional career. However, it is like we're putting good swings on most of these balls, and it's just the contact is terrible. Power sucks. We're hitting it right to guys just about every time. Take a short break from it.
That's a hittable
here
pitch,
momentarily,
but not what
whenever
he
we
was
get through
looking
this
for.
series.
Early in the count, it's okay to take that.
100 batting average.
And that one fouled off.
Work on the Mudcats. No.
One out
That
for the runner at second.
might be, at least stadium-wise, might be on hold just a little bit. Stadium creator is a little fucked right now.
In the air to left
Contact again.
Got it. Covered plenty of distance there. And 2 away now.
You get into these stretches in Road to the Show where
Today's
just nothing
broadcast is brought to you
falls.
by Big Kale Soda,
It's tough to
with
stay
more
patient
protein
on
and
it.
fiber than any other soda on the market. That's ball 1 to the right fielder.
No.
2-0.
That's a real keen eye
2
right
balls. No strikes.
All right.
That's outside.
Once again, if this is what it takes. I mean, it's pretty rare to start your professional career and just immediately be in like they're working around you mode.
Next pitch, in for a strike. Obviously taking all the way on 3-0 because that was right down Main Street.
I don't even know how we fouled it off the way we did. That stunk.
Now the payoff pitch.
There we go.
Ripped into left for a base hit.
Fastball after fastball. Finally got one that we liked.
Well, shows what
3
I know
hits, they're
right
all
there. I
singles,
keep
though.
Preaching the up the middle approach, but it worked out to the pole side that time. Really hard contact. You can get a lot of hits just by hitting the ball hard.
Everything that we've hit hard is
Getting ready to hit.
just not hit hard enough right now.
Hey, big moment. We need you. Here we go.
A bunt.
And a sac bunt here.
It's a choice.
Throw out at first. They get the out, but it was
Just
pretty
got to
close.
evo it.
And he's
No.
delivering for the team, dropping the sac bunt and advancing the runner. Now we'll see if they can bring him in from second.
I don't know why we're sack bunting in the third, but
Ball 4, 2 aboard.
okay.
And now it's going to be Shalene Polanco.
Shalene and his goatee.
Touch up. Drive him in right now.
Come on. Yeah, and again, I don't like this either.
1-2.
This one's in the dirt.
Like I said,
No
I said
action
this
on
when
the
we were,
bases,
I think
though.
when we were in college, the last thing Road to the Show needs is more Showtime moments. Especially here in the minors. That's a
This one the
rope.
other way.
I
Makes
don't
the
know where the
grab,
ball
and it's
is.
2 out.
I mean, I guess we
One of
made the
those
right
plays
choice,
that
but
goes to show that not everything is within your control on the baseball field. Batter did everything right and still didn't get
I
the
don't know
hit.
where the ball is.
Sometimes
The
that's
camera
how it
switches
goes.
around, which changes the
First
base
and
running
second,
controls.
2
It's
outs. Next up at the dish for the curve.
it's kind of ridiculous right now.
Takes it to the bag, and that'll do it. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, 2 left on base. Moving on. We're back here at the ballpark.
for the
Bottom
rubber
of the
duck,
inning. Now
the
the
third
third
baseman.
baseman.
Like, I don't know if anybody else has played the game and is struggling with that. It's
Now a
really
flare off the bat,
not,
and it stays fair.
not very
First,
good.
Hustling for 2.
I don't know what's happening to me
Relay
over
through to
here.
second. Not in time. That's a leadoff double. Not a rocket off the bat.
Because you can see it when the camera switches and like you got your finger trying to advance the runner, and then all of a sudden the directional arrow changes for which direction you want to go.
Touch up. Drive him in for us.
It's really, really tricky.
The right fielder, the next to hit, takes ball 1. 2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. Top half of the 4th.
There we go.
Hard hit for a base hit.
Well, our first multi-hit game.
They stop the lead runner at second. Now two
Hang and
on
slider.
with 2 outs.
One hopper in. Yeah, I know. Your Cowboys just did a
Derek
thing.
Hall next to hit.
What's it like to have a team that spends in free agency? Because the Lions certainly aren't doing that.
And they're all loaded up. And another walk. He needs to find his control fast. Digging in at the plate for the curve. Malcolm
I know,
Nunez.
but I just saw the notification pop up.
Now the 1-2 pitch.
This is new to YouTube.
Ground to the right
It's
side.
new to
Picks it up.
the
And
Cowboys spending money is new. The fuck?
Nicely done for the out. So they 2 outs, runner on first
Now
base.
batting,
Coming
the
up to
third
the dish
baseman,
for Akron,
Dayan.
Dayan Frias. Here it comes.
Easy out.
Oh boy, that's a problem. Not gonna be able to get to that. All the way over here.
Coming to the plate. Relay throw.
Throw home.
And safe at the
Not in
plate.
time.
They take the lead, 3-2. That's not exactly a
Dayan
textbook
Frias.
decision to swing there, but he made it work. High pitch on a 2-strike count, and he did well to put the barrel on it.
Wide receivers could be a problem if you guys figure out who your quarterback is.
We're back here at the ballpark, and now the right fielder, number 13.
Well, 2 for 3. We have raised the average up to slightly more respectable 174 with this 2 for 3 day. Nah,
That
shouldn't be
one
going
fell
after
off.
that first pitch.
Jacobs measures 6'1". He throws a sinker, a curve, a cutter, a changeup, and he mixes in a slider.
Down low.
In the dirt.
5-pitch pitcher, Zach Jacobs.
And that's in for a strike.
Oh, I have gotten a lot of those shit calls, and I don't think one of them's gone my way.
And now it's even up.
Blue, sure about that
What
one?
a take with 2 strikes. That misses, and the count's full.
Rodgers to the Vikings would be hilarious, but terrifying. Oh.
That's a strikeout looking. That's a very crucial out to start the 7th.
Now batting.
One
I
out
mean,
in the
yeah,
division
bad
round.
take,
Now
but
to
I got
play,
fooled by a
Khalil
cutter.
Watson. 0-1 now.
Calm down.
Come on.
That one out to right.
Get there.
And that
Oh, my
falls for a
God.
base hit.
It's a struggle everywhere. I can't get over to these to make catches. I can't
One
hit.
down. Base is empty here in the 9th.
It is that kind of start. Down the line and right. Well,
And it gets down.
we
for a
might
base
have the
hit.
hitting part figured out, which make this a little better. Either that or these, we're just lucking out compared to how it started.
One gone, runner at first. And next, the cleanup hitter, Derek Hall.
Hey, drive him in. No one better right here.
Ah, not again.
1-2. Rolls away a little bit. Nice job behind the plate there. The curve with the tying run at the dish.
Scatterbo would be fun, but
Hey, have a rip like you can. Here you go.
I don't know. Kind of came out of nowhere,
This one
didn't
in
he?
the air to right. No trouble here. Puts it
I
away
feel like the
for
best
out.
way to handle
And now
those
2 down.
fly balls when you're on base is honestly just let the game handle it.
Malcolm Nunez will hit next.
Yeah, well, what did Najee Harris do for Pittsburgh? Mike Tomlin
In the air to
hates the
right, and
man.
That should do it.
Yeah, see, come on. It doesn't matter, but Jesus
Kind of an
Christ.
Average performance. It was a loss for the team, and he was unremarkable at the plate.
I cannot stand this base running. I don't know who wants that or what the advantages of that could be. I don't like it.
Late swing, fouled it off.
I also have no
Burns,
idea
26
what
years old, and he was a second-round pick
game
back
of the
in
series
2020.
this is. But hey, After a 3-hit performance in our last game, our average is up to 200. And improving.
Into the outfield for a hit.
We're finally making some better swings on these mistakes. We're not grounding out to third base every time. When we do square a ball up, it's dropping.
Stepping to the plate for Altoona.
Still looking for our first career home run, but that could be a while. Ah, every single time we're on base.
1-1 in the dirt, but blocked.
Yeah, but Najee's so much better than that, though. I thought Najee Harris was going to be one of the best running backs in the league when he was drafted. Holy Derek Hall.
Towards right center. Settles under it and makes the catch. And that'll do it. Today's
Jim Harbaugh has always loved Najee, though, so he might thrive over there in LA.
Recommended against by 4 out of 5 cardiologists. Swings
Down the line,
and
we are. Most of these fielding appearances are
for second base.
down the line here. Hey, we might have a chance. Oh yeah, we got a chance, all right.
An aggressive bit of base
all right,
as he went for the double,
tides are turning.
as he got thrown out. So close to
Slightly.
reaching scoring position. Top of the 4th inning with the curve at the dish.
The right fielder, number 13.
5 for 15 series. What am I doing swinging at that? That ain't helping out.
Hauls it in for
That ain't
and
helping
there's
out.
one away.
Now batting.
We're back here at the ballpark. Top of the 6th.
Right back
and now
at the plate.
the right fielder, number 13. Gets the slider in there for a strike. Got away with that slider up, but he should avoid doing that again.
Yeah, the other team. Swinging first pitch fastball up and in is just the worst.
This one is in there. No balls.
Tanner
2 strikes.
Burns, however, dealing in this AB.
And that's outside.
Oh, and the sweeper is supposedly a new pitch. It's not the sweeping curve.
Here we go.
And that's off the inside edge.
It's
That's a
supposedly
pitch that
different.
could have gone either way.
I think that's the first
Good
time
job
I've
by the
seen
pitcher
one.
to accept the plate umpire's call politely. That may pay off for him down the line.
Ooh,
There.
I have no idea how we held up there, but it's 3-2.
It's
All
a
right.
leadoff walk, and that's the go-ahead
1 for
run.
2 with a walk in this scoreless shitfest
So digging
of a
in,
double-A
Derek
baseball
Hall.
game.
The first baseman, Derek Hall.
Hey, drive him in for us. We need
Here
you.
comes the 0-1.
Oh my, every time!
This one's in the dirt. And the runner will hold. Here
Yeah, I
comes
know,
the
I know
1-1
what we
pitch.
need. Make Road to the Show games last longer.
Base hit. Lead runner to second,
Having to hold
so
the button
2
again
on and nobody out.
To actually follow the ball is,
That ground ball was yanked.
again,
It
not
was hit
exactly
hard, so
ideal.
that made the difference. Like I said earlier, I really think a better approach would be staying up the middle. But it
That's
worked
not
out
new,
that
though.
time.
All
In the
right,
air to center.
center field.
Fox under it.
Do we dare? Do we dare? I don't think we dare.
There's one
43 speed. Oh, we probably could have advanced on that, but... Ah, well.
1 out and 2 on. Stepping in, Shalene Polanco.
Shalene Polanco, please.
The 0-1 offering.
Don't turn this into an extra inning shitfest. Oh, fuck, it dropped. Spent too much fucking time dealing with this goddamn awful camera system.
He's got to be more aware on the bases. I think he got a bad read on the ball, and the outfielder was able to throw him out as a result. That'll cost him in
The
kangaroo
batter,
court.
number 13.
So 2 down. And now the right fielder, 1 for 2. That one pushed foul.
Not new, but I've always hated it.
The 0-1. Swing and a miss as that
And I've
one
hated
was
it so much that I just
high.
want to
Fastball
get
is a pitch
out
that young hitters
of
have
Akron.
to learn to lay off. That's the kind of thing that comes with reps and maturity. Next offering too low. Ball 1.
Why do I have a feeling this is like game 4 of this series? And we still have more hell to come.
It's 2-2. And that's too hot.
Full count.
Yes, I do believe you mentioned that. All fastballs from Lewis. Somehow stay alive in that. Outside.
Off the outside edge.
Well, a hit, couple walks.
2 outs and a runner at first.
Now we have to
And now
suffer
the first
through another
baseman,
Derek Hall, AB.
Go, no one better.
Okay.
Swing, soft line drive. Brings it
I mean,
in
see,
for
that's the
third
thing.
out.
You have
So
no
no
idea where the
runs,
ball's
no
going.
hits.
Ugh.
We're back here at the ballpark. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Jose Devers. Hoping to put the tying run aboard.
All right, we might be able to make a play. No, of course not.
And it's a base hit.
So what does the game want me to do? These fielding opportunities are either like doubles down the line or balls I would have to lay out for.
AB. And we'll see if his speed becomes a factor now that he's on first.
Like, there's no just routine catches. They're all you've got to try and do something
Not much
with
to
them.
speak about, but
All right, back at it. Game 5.
there's a grounder up the middle.
Oh, I was gonna
Dodge,
say
but
you
it
are
kicks
not.
off the glove.
You are not
No
gonna
throw,
do that
and
to
they
me.
Don't get the out.
I've already been robbed enough today.
Batting fourth, the first
Man
baseman,
on at first.
Derek.
Next up,
Steal!
for
Oh,
the
fuck
curve,
me.
Derek Hall.
Hey, keep swinging hot bat, huh?
Runner on the move.
What could possibly go wrong with this? Ball was in the dirt. We
Shows
lucked out.
off the speed, and that's a nice little milestone.
First
he won't
career
soon forget.
stolen base. Got in his head. Clearly, that's why that worked.
Runner at second with 2 down. On the
Okay.
ground, right side.
That'll end the inning.
Takes it to the bag, and that'll do it. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, 1 left on base. Bottom half, CJ Capus. getting
So
ready
what
to
are we
hit.
thinking? Double or ball that bounces in front of us? I'm going to say double. Ball that bounces in front of us.
That's a base hit. Lead runner turns at second. Here comes
Might
the
have a
throw.
chance at a good throw, though.
The tag out.
We've got, like, an absurd amount of outfield assists in this.
Trying for third
I feel like the
play back
base
is
running
always a
logic
risk, and it was
from the
definitely
AI
a
is,
close
like,
play. But credit to the
absolute
defense for getting
brain
the
dead
job
level.
done for the out.
Like, we're not that good. We don't have a great arm. They're just... I don't know why they're doing it, outside of just to give us chances.
First and third,
The
1
batter,
away.
number 13.
Average has climbed
Hey, keep it
to
going.
250.
Right here now.
Pitch is in there. Strike 1. Out
Also
on
just
the mound,
feels
he's been throwing
impossible
lots of
to have an
strikes,
at-bat
so
the
hitter
majority of
might
the time.
decide to be aggressive over the middle.
Like, you just
Sure,
gotta
you've got
swing
good
early,
stuff,
swing for
but you can't hit
contact.
it if you don't swing, and he's not missing the zone. Not
1-1.
even close there.
Either that or we're just getting somewhat lucky here so far in this series. Oh, boy.
Grounder might be 2.
Out in front on the change
Leads the second
up.
for 1. Not in
Beat
time
out the
at
double
first, it's a
play.
fielder's choice.
All right.
2 outs.
Now
Runner
batting,
on first
the
base.
first baseman,
Oh,
Digging
God.
into the plate
They
for
want
the
me to
curve,
steal
Derek
again?
Hall.
I don't know if the manager knows this. I have 43 speed.
Hey, stay hot now.
Got it.
Here's the pitch.
Yeah, we're
Here
not
it
getting that
goes.
lucky again.
This one in for
Oh, we were
strike.
out by a mile.
Out. And the inning is over. Trying to get in
I
the
mean,
scoring position on that play, but
It's kind of lose-lose
and
in
throw
those
to end
situations
the inning.
because
That is how you wanna
eventually
pick
the
up a hit.
manager's going to get mad at you if you don't listen.
From yard waste to roadkill, there's no mess that Waste Disposal Service can't help you with. Call today to help clean up the mess in your life.
These weird ads for companies that don't exist mid-game. And now we got the double down the line.
That one gets down for a hit. Now he
Might not
turns
be a
for
double.
second.
Might not be a double. Once again, he's out by like 6 feet.
2 away and a runner at first. And now
What are we doing?
1 for 2.
Well, 1 for 2.
1-0.
Oh yeah, they've been happening ever since we got to the minors.
Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Yeah, like in transitions between hitting and fielding, you'll get a random ad read.
Here's the 1-1.
2-1.
It's 2-1 now, and he's got to be wondering when that fastball's going to come. Might be on this next
To be
pitch.
honest, I don't mind them. It's just really funny.
Fouled off. He
Shouldn't
was
have went
late.
after that. Everything down and in, and then upstairs. The 2-2.
2-2. Set down looking. Fastball at the letters.
I've been
for
here too
strike
long.
3. Jacob Kozar digs in now.
Catcher.
Runner at first, nobody out.
Come on, mow him down.
Oh, maybe,
Winding to right.
maybe. No! Why do we continue to let it bounce?
Corners now, nobody out. The throw to third.
It literally is just
Outside
lay
moves
out
up
for
at third,
these
runners
or
at the corners,
have to
nobody
make a
out.
long throw.
And they wind up being a pivotal at bat in this one.
I don't know.
Nice line drive cut there, had everything working
Okay,
smoothly on the
advance the
swing.
runner. We
That's
got a
what
runner
try
on
and
second,
replicate.
1 away. RBI hit. That's not very likely, but sure. Oh,
Swing
left
lifted to
field.
left field. It's
Hit
back.
fairly well, not
Makes
well
the grab
enough.
for the second out.
We still got that college power,
Ready to go for
even
the
though we
last out of
haven't
the inning.
hit a
Now,
home run
Jason
all
Churio.
day. So
Get him out
tough
of
to
there.
say we ever had college power. What? Showtime activated. What is
And that one
this?
hammered, and it's into the gap. Into the dive. Got it. He did a nice
Okay.
job on that dive. Left his feet
Now batting,
stretched out.
third
Made the
baseman,
diving catch for the out.
I mean, cool highlight reel play, I guess. All I did was hit X.
And misses.
No,
Can make it a
and so they've
5-game
really
hit streak
they've
with
added a
knock in
lot
this
more
one.
Showtime stuff. The ability to see how the ball is gonna bounce in the dirt when you're on base. That was the first time I've seen that
2
today.
outs, bases empty.
On a 5 for 11 stretch these last 3 games.
Now a
And
fly ball to right center.
not very hard
Churio
contact.
on the way over. Swallows it up. That's out number 3. Base is empty with 2 out. And now Joe Lampe.
Joe Lampe batting a cool 345 to start the season.
This one in the air to right.
And the only hope
And it
we have
drops
is
in.
just to catch it on the hop.
Nobody out. And a
There's just
runner at
not really a
first.
lot of suspense as to what the fielding chance is. I mean, we've seen like 4 possible outcomes. That's a bullet down the left field line.
And that one hops the wall.
Oh my goodness, have we finally gotten an extra base hit? Yes, we have. They sent the run home. Oh my God, he's safe.
They've taken the lead. 1-0.
Now batting.
RBI
First
double.
as he gets the job done to bring home the run. Great swing. Not quite enough.
There's
to
so many
leave the
fastballs.
yard,
We're
but
seeing
you could
so
tell
many
it was gonna be
fastballs, it's
extra
easy to
bases
just jump to the
as
first
soon
pitch
as it
right
got
now.
over his head and left.
We took our walks early on, and then now we have been rewarded a little bit. That was a close play at home. Yeah.
Nobody out. Runner in scoring position. Stepping to the plate for Altoona, Derek Hall.
Hall.
Ground ball to second. Valdez.
Ground ball. We'll move up to
Whips
third.
it to first. Now one out.
At least we figured out the base running thing. And by figured out, I mean went back to the old controls.
Runner at third and one gone. The batter now,
Malcolm Nunez. I also haven't seen a lot of my teammates strike out. There's a lot of contact being made here as we'll score a run. 2-0 Altoona. Because that used to be the case. You would look at the count, and if they had less than 2 strikes, pretty good chance they were going to at least put something in play. And then if they had 2 strikes, the odds of them striking out was very, very high.
Take your small business to the next level with better chemistry by calling the fine folks at NARF. If you want to know how
Call
they'll
the
do
fine
it,
folks
why
at
are you asking so many
NARF.
questions, fella? And there's a breaking ball that drops in.
Why ya asking so many questions, fella?
Bouncing ball here rolls foul.
Average up to 242. Yeah, North.
0-2, and the delivery.
1-2.
Out towards left center.
That ain't gonna get it done either.
No trouble here. Puts it away for the
How
out.
long
And there's one
do you
down.
think we'll go
Bases empty,
before
one
we
away.
hit a home run?
Here's the catcher, Cooper Ingle.
It could be a while. Uh-oh.
That one is absolutely pummeled.
That doesn't feel
this one
very
gonna go?
good.
And that
Oh,
one's
that was
outta here.
close. Haven't seen one of those in a while.
Leaves the yard to right.
Cooper
A
Ingle
solo
sends
shot,
one over the
and
wall.
They inch closer. It's 4-1. If they keep hammering away like that, this
I
game
will
could
say,
get
of the
interesting in a
gameplay
hurry.
changes here to 25, I do like the new home run robbery.
And he
I think
rounds the
it's going to be a
bases
lot
in
better
his
than the old
very
way.
first trip to the plate. Way to go above and beyond.
Because the old way, it would tell you it was green, it was time to jump, and then you would jump like 3 seconds too early. Nick Enright, pitcher for Akron, 4-2 Altoona, top 7.
Pitch misses there. Ball 1. With that elevated fastball, he's looking to induce a pop-up or jam the hitter. Nice job to lay off it in a run-scoring spot.
Oh my gosh! That might be the first perfect we've had all day.
Second and heads for third.
An RBI, our second double of the game.
What a great swing there. He
Perfects
really
certainly
got a line
sound
to that
different
base
this
hit.
year, don't they?
Right down the line, didn't overdo it, and kept it fair for a knock. Derek
right.
Hall will hit next. One
Well,
run in
Derek
the inning
Hall
so far.
again.
Here in the top half of the 7th.
Now that we're finally starting to, at least get on base, lack of home runs, but
One run's
maybe
in.
we won't stick around in Altoona for long after
Now
all.
the second run crosses the plate. and the
Hall
lead
with a
is up to
2-run
5.
single, 7-2
Nicely
Altoona.
done. Brings home 2. Good job to stay
Added
back
on another
it.
run.
Not roll over on it. Let it get
All right,
deep in the zone, and drop the bat head on it
double
and
down the
lift it
line.
The other way for a knock. This one to
Oh,
right.
no, well, yeah, kinda.
Can't get there. That should be extra bases.
Different one than what we've
In the
had,
second,
but
easily with a leadoff double.
CJ
And now the
Kafis.
right fielder.
Number 13.
All right, well, it's certainly got the hitting at least figured out for the moment until they start pitching us different again. Alaska Abney.
That one finds the zone. Strike 1.
Is this a real person?
Runner at first, 1 away.
I feel like that name is too ridiculous to not be real. Ah.
And that drops in for a strike. With 2 straight strikes on the inner half of the plate, that leaves the batter vulnerable away. Maybe something off speed. Here's the 0-2 pitch.
Down low.
1-2.
They're certainly messing around way too much with 2 strikes. I really would have thought we would have struck out more, especially the way this day started. Nope.
And a rocket down the line.
Jesus Christ, we can't be
That's a
stopped
fair
today.
ball, and it's getting into the corner.
That is going to be yet another double.
Now a relay to the plate.
And yet another RBI.
And it's 9-3 now.
I don't know how all of this
Great job to step
I don't know
through
how
that and
this
line it the other way for a knock.
got going on, but
Starting hitters work on consistently.
Alaska
He's turning
Abney
that
is a
work
very
into
real
in-game
player.
success.
Oh boy, it gets better though. Oh
Second,
no.
one away. Next up at the dish for the curve, Derek Hall.
Let me guess, he's not white.
2-1 pitch. Out to short,
Ground ball.
to first. That's the second out.
When you would hold the R1 button for the camera last year, it would snap to the ball a lot more.
2 away and a runner in scoring position here. Coming up to the dish for Altoona, Malcolm Nunez.
Alaska Abney's middle name is Knight. Oh no.
Hot shot to third.
Like by the time the camera actually catches up and heads to where you wanted it to point, like the plays most of the time already been made. All right, that mercifully will end our first 6-game minor league series. We did win the series 5-1. We got going at the plate, starting to get in a groove a little bit, which means it's a perfect time to sign off on Road to the Show for a while. 98th MLB prospect entering this series. I'm certain that probably went up. We had a pretty good series at the end of the day. 9 for 25, 3 doubles. They all came in this final game.